Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the DJ Bible. The DJ Bible. Yes, that's how I call it. Don't ask me why. This is an audiobook. This is a podcast. This is a conversation. This is a class to teach you and to share some of the knowledge that I've gained along the way as to taking my DJ career from zero to where it's at now. So if you're interested on taking your DJ career to the next level, from being a hobby to professional, from being, oh, yeah, I like DJing to like, oh, okay, I could really DJ professionally. Well, if that sounds like something that you want to do, this video is for you. This book is for you. The 10 chapters of the DJ Bible by DJ Magic Kenny. Okay, so before we start diving into the DJ class, right? What is DJing? What is the importance of DJing? And also, why do you want to become a DJ? This should be the first and number one question you ask yourself. Because if you want to become a DJ just to be famous, just to make money, just to get the girls, just to get the guys, just to, be the I don't know, the highlight, the spotlight of the party, then this may not really be a field for you to be in, because I promise you're not gonna last in it, and you have to really basically sell your soul if that's what you're doing. Because no, don't do that. If you want to be a DJ, you got to make sure that you are a DJ and you want to become a DJ for the right thing. First thing first, that's the number one thing. You have to make sure that you want to become a DJ because, one, you love music. Two, you care about making people feeling better and go home with a better state of mind and taking care of people and make the people have a good time, literally. DJing is like therapy, so do not play with music, do not play with this career, do not play with DJing. All right? So the second thing I want to go over is, what is DJing? Disc jockey. What is DJing? All right? I'm not going to explain that to you. I'm going to play this clip that is going to explain what is DJing.
The history of DJing starts all the way back in 1877 with Thomas Edison's invention of the phonograph, which is now known as a record player. However, the first appearance of the term disc jockey only appears in 1935. At the beginning, a DJ was someone who selected records to play on the radio or at dance parties. The problem was that when you replaced the record on the turntable with the next song, the dancing would stop. That was until the disgusting human being Jimmy Savile discovered how to use multiple turntables at once in 1957. He could now eliminate the awkward silence by seamlessly swapping from one turntable to the next. The 1950s saw the first sound system party in Jamaica. Huge speakers were set up on street corners, and the loudest party was obviously the best. Music selectors and the mic man would run the shows. Sound system parties led to the birth of reggae, dub, and ska music. In 1973, DJ legend Kool Herc brought over the Jamaican vibe to the Bronx and threw the world's first ever hip-hop party. He revolutionized DJing by isolating the instrumental portion of a song and then switching to the break in another song. DJ Grandmaster Flash took this one step further in 1978 by inventing scratching, punch phrasing, and backspin. But hip-hop wasn't the only new genre created in the 1970s. The birth of techno came out of Germany, disco out of Philadelphia, and in the 1980s, house music also came to life in Chicago. And just like that, a new age of music was born. The 1990s was the age of EDM, raves, and adult candy. DJ technology was improving fast, and CDs slowly started replacing records. But the digital revolution truly began in 2001 with the CDJ 1000. Its jog wheel technology and its layout serves as the inspiration for many gear designs we see today. Countless other equipments and softwares were released which further simplified the DJ's role. And by 2010, a generation of laptop DJs using USB MCs had taken over. During this time, DJs like Skrillex, Calvin Harris, and Daft Punk became global superstars. Now in 2023, DJs are continuing to evolve using new methods and technologies like our app 128. Follow for more series like this.
Now that you know the history of DJing and what is DJing, I want you to understand now the last thing before we get into the class. What is the importance of a DJ in society, in the world, in our life? Because what makes somebody wants to book a DJ or get a DJ instead of put in a playlist, put in Spotify, put in iTunes, or put in something on? You get what I mean? The importance of a DJ is, one, the DJ, if he's the DJ that's doing his job the right way, is a DJ that has a community. And that DJ is able to build a community and bring it to a facility and create a community online, or like the DJ have the ability to create a community or to find a community to be in it and be the provider, the music provider for that particular community or that particular group. Two, the DJ, importance of a DJ coming to a place by the way that he's mixing the songs, by the way that is the stuff that he's saying on the mic, by the way that he's juggling them tunes and playing the songs at the right time, is going to make people feel better. Is going to make people go home and be like, damn, we had a good time. This DJ was on fire, and this and that and the third. So the importance of a DJ is all of that stuff. It's literally therapy. Music therapy is real. To me, that's what DJ do. A real DJ understand music therapy. Another thing I can say is DJ helps promote artists. He helps promote artists. He helps promote local artists, international artists, or artists probably you never heard of. So these are all the importance of a DJ in society, in the community. Help you with a better mood, put people in a better state of mind, create memories, build communities, represent certain communities, and also a DJ helps you discover certain artists. I don't want you to think this is a basic DJ class or this is a DJ for beginners and stuff like that. Listen, if you do not have a DJ set yet, if you haven't started DJing yet, I'm not teaching you how to mix and how to DJ right now. This is not the class. There's a lot of beginners, DJ class for beginners online on YouTube. You can definitely go support them and learn how to begin, how to learn how to mix and how the DJ stuff works. But this video, we're going to touch some base into that, but this is a little bit more advanced. Not to kick you out, but this is a little bit advanced. You can go watch a beginner DJ class and start practicing, get your set, get your laptop and or flash drive, whatever it is that you're getting, and come now after you're done practicing, you learn how to mix a couple songs, and then now you want to grow into becoming more professional about it. But if you already got all that and you here and you want to be more professional, then this is it. Don't go nowhere. We're going to break the ice and we're going to give you the tools that's going to make you skyrocketing and get the bookings that you need and stand out as a DJ that you are in your community. The first chapter is learning how to mix and be a dope DJ. Learning how to mix and be a dope DJ. How do you do that? How do you mix amazing, and how do you become a dope DJ that makes people jump and get the crowd rocking and all of that stuff? How do you do that? Family, you got to upgrade your library. You got to have a good music knowledge. You have to understand beat matching. You have to understand keys. You have to understand mixing. You have to understand timing. You can't just play them songs anyhow or playing the same songs over and over and over everywhere you go. That is not going to work. You have to understand the basic theory of music, the basic music rules. You have to understand those things. So this is where you start. If you want to become a great mixer, you want to become a dope DJ, you start by upgrading your music knowledge. Listen to other DJs when they mixing. Listen to the radio. Listen, pay attention when you outside, when you're not DJing, paying attention to, oh, okay, they playing this song, people go crazy. They playing this song, this girl is dancing. So at least 2 people know this song. At least 3 people know this song. This is how me, myself, I've been upgrading and adding songs to my library for years. So the number one thing is you got to get familiar with the songs. You got to know what songs people want to play. You got to know how to play those songs. You got to learn the beats, the timing. You got to learn the keys. You got to learn all of these stuff. So when you put in 2 and 2 together, they sound amazing in people's ear. They don't sound like you're mixing, I don't know, a reggae song with a EDM song, or they don't sound like, even though it could sound amazing, that mix, especially now with the stems, but you want to make sure that you're not just mixing 2 songs just to mix 2 songs, you know? It has to make sense. If this song is talking about love, what is the other song talking about? Is it talking about shooting the club up, killing people? Is it talking about, like, I don't know. You have to make sense. The lyrics has to make sense. The 2 songs that you're mixing. The beat has to make sense. The tempo has to make sense. The keys has to make sense. These are all the things that makes, when you put 2 songs together and you mix them, that makes people feel like it's the same song or it's just a song. Like they don't even understand that it's a mix. This is the level that you want to get your mixing into. If you follow me, or if you never follow me again, go to my channel. You're going to see when I'm mixing live how the transitions are going. Like I'm switching into songs. Sometimes you don't even understand, or you don't even feel that I'm switching a song. So all of these is things that is going to help you mixing better. The other thing I can add to that is play songs that people know. I know as a DJ, you may have your playlist. You may have certain songs that you really like. You think it's dope. This song is fire. Trust me. I'll give you my 2 cents about this, right? I have songs, I have playlists that is strictly for myself. If somebody like one of the songs that I like in that playlist, great. I will add it. I will play it. And we relate. But for me, personally, I have my own playlist. So I'm not trying to force my playlist into the crowd, into the parties, into the people that are paying their money to come to the party, or people that are booking me for their weddings, or people that... This is not the time for you to force your playlist or your music. You have to have a playlist that is actually, I wouldn't say commercial, I wouldn't say mainstream, but definitely 80%, you need to have a 80% playlist that's mainstream. Because if you're playing songs that only you know, only your friends know, only you vibing to, that defeats the whole purpose of you getting into a room to make people leave with memories and having a good time. So play songs that people know. You can definitely, yeah, I know, as a DJ, you got to break records, you got to break new songs. You can definitely throw in a few, 1 or 2 or 3 songs in there that is brand new. But don't get comfortable on doing a whole set or doing even 10 minutes or 5 minutes of new songs in your set that people don't even know. What I do, I mix a new song. Let's say if I have a song, I would give you this tip right now. If I have a new song, right, and I want to introduce this new song to the crowd, what I do is I'll put a banger and I play that new song after the banger, right, for maybe like 45 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, maybe, like not more than a minute. It depends on how they react. Now, if they vibing, then forget about it. The song is getting played to the part that I want to switch it. But I put a banger first, the new song, and I put another banger after. You see what I'm saying? So that way, if I play a banger, everybody's hyped, they know. Then I play a new song they don't really know, and they could probably still trying to catch on, like, oh, what song is that? You get what I mean? And then now, by the time they're like, this song, I don't like it, or what song is that, or whatever, I'm already warming up another banger right behind it. So this is how I would say that's my tip on how to really play new songs in a club if you want to play. But make sure your playlist is 80%, I would say 90% mainstream, because you're playing for the people, you're not playing for yourself. You have to spend time with your music, okay? You have to dedicate a certain time that it's you with your music, with your library, with your crates, organizing them, putting them in a way that you understand that is going to make your life easier. You don't want to be that DJ that have one crate, dancehall, every single dancehall is in there. Soca, every single soca is in there. House music, every single, no, you don't want to be like that.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you understand it like that, hey, listen, go ahead. I'm not here to judge, and I'm sure some of y'all crates are already like that. So don't be that DJ. Be professional. Just like in your house, when you walk inside your house, everything is not in the same place. There's a kitchen, there's a living room, there's a bedroom. And if you got other places in your house, then yeah, you got other stuff. So don't be like that. Organize your songs. Spend time with your songs. Edit your songs at the right cue points. Spend time with your songs. I cannot emphasize that enough, because it's very clear the DJ who don't spend time with their music and the DJs that spend time with their music. Me personally, every time that I don't dedicate a certain time in my busy schedule to spend time with my music, I feel it in my set. So it always reminds me to, okay, you know what? This weekend I'm going to spend time with my music. This week I'm going to spend time. So spend time with your music, know your songs, know where they at, know where your library is at, organize your library, understand your library at the right cue points, and yeah, everything else is going to be amazing. And as you doing all of this stuff, you keep doing them consistently. You keep them consistently. You keep doing it consistently. You don't do it just one week and then next week you don't do it. No, you keep doing it consistently. And then that's how you're going to improve on how you mix, on how to blend the perfect songs and stuff like that. There's no magic trick to it. All right. So this is how you learn how to mix better. This is how you learn how to become a better DJ. Learn your DJ sets. I don't care what DJ set you use. If you're using controllers, using CDJs, using turntables, learn your DJ sets. You don't want to have a DJ set you don't even know how it works. You don't even know how it functions. All you know is to press play, press pause, and you know how to cue and that. No, there's a lot of functions in there. There's a lot of buttons in them controllers and them DJ sets and them mixers. Learn what each button is for. If you figure out, okay, I see this button and I don't want to use it and it don't work for me, I don't like what it does. Like me, for example, the slicer button, I barely use that. Like 1 out of a million times I use that. So I barely use it, just to give you an example. And that's from the SRT 1000, Pioneer One's SRT 1000. I barely use the slicer. I'm sure a lot of other controllers have it too, but I barely use that slicer. So if you figure out, okay, I know what this does and I don't want to use it, that's fine. But you don't want to have a DJ controller that you're not comfortable with, or you don't know how to maneuver. And I would suggest to learn more than one set, learn more than one controller, learn how to play with multiple controllers. You'll be surprised how this can improve your mixing and make you ready for war everywhere you go. So learn your DJ controllers is very, 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 very important. Learn your DJ sets, your equipments, learn them very, very, very well. So that way you can improve your mixing, you can improve your sets. Okay. Which brings us to number 3 now. Number 3, you have to read the crowd, my friend. If you're not reading the crowd, then I don't know. It's just like your girl mad at you and giving you attitude, and you don't even understand that she's mad. Like, what? Does she need to start breaking the plates? She needs to start throwing glass in the house for you to figure out that she's mad? No, my friend, don't do that. Read the crowd. If the crowd is not moving, change what you're doing. If the crowd is not responsive, change what you're doing. Or if you playing the stuff that you already know, let's say if you have a residency, you're in a club where you know this is, for example, it's an Afrobeat club. You know it's an Afrobeat club. They love Afrobeat and you playing the Afrobeats and they're not reacting. Stop the music, grab your mic, tell them something. Communicate with them. If you don't talk to them, tell the MC to. If you don't talk on the mic, tell the MC to do that. You know, you have to break the ice in the room. That's your job, period. Because if nobody's moving and you playing songs and you go home, they go home, guess what? The blame is on you. They're not going to blame the speakers. They're not going to blame the bartenders. They're not going to blame the security. They're not going to blame the venue. They're going to blame you. So what you want to do is make sure that you are always reading the crowd. If there's some different nationality in the crowd, if it's a black club and then there's a few white people in there, if it's a white club and there's a few black people in there, if there's a few Spanish people that walked in, you know, learn your crowd. That's why I said it's always good to, it's very good, back to number one, to upgrade your music library, your music knowledge, so you can understand, okay, this is how you play Latin music. This is how you play dancehall music. Even if it's not your niche, which we're going to talk about later on, but you still have the knowledge. You still understand, okay, this is the hottest Latino songs right now. This is an African song that is trending right now. This is a hip hop song that is trending right now. When you have those things and then you get to read the crowd, you get to play what the crowd wants. You also have to listen to other DJs. A lot of you guys may be so stuck into your own self, or I don't know, have too much ego. And don't get me wrong, I listen to my mix all the time. Most of the time I'm in the car, I'm listening to my mix. But guess what? The same way I listen to my mix is the same way I listen to other DJs' mix. It's the same way I take the time to go out on my day off to go listen to another DJ. You don't have to do it every week. You don't have to do it every day, but you have to dedicate time to go out to see what's out there. How else people are mixing things besides the way you are mixing things? Are you missing out? Are you slacking out? Is there anything you can learn from somebody else, from a fellow DJ? Now it's even easier because of social media. They on your Instagram, they on YouTube, they on every platform with their mix. Leave a comment, go listen, like, listen to it. If you don't want to do none of this stuff, you don't want to like, you don't want to comment, you don't want to tell the DJ, post them on your story, guess what? Just listen. Listen to how he mix. Listen to how he's doing his transition and the new songs that he's playing, and that you can learn from it. So quick resume for chapter number 1, how to mix and to become a dope DJ. Your music knowledge. Upgrade your music knowledge by any chance and by any means necessary. You have to understand how music works. You have to understand all that. Number 2, you have to learn your DJ sets, your DJ equipments, learn how they works, and learn multiple DJ equipments. Number 3, you have to read the crowd, my friend. If you're not reading the crowd, you're not going to be able to mix for them. Before I get into all the details and all the chapters of this class, of this video, I want to introduce myself. DJ Magic Kenny. Grew up in a house where my parents and my siblings was playing music every day and was very invested in following a certain type of artists and celebrities and songs and stuff like that. So I had no choice but to grow into loving music and to dancing and all of that. So this was me as a kid. And 13, 14 years old, fast forward, I started having interest into DJing and started, downloading the software. At the time I had laptop, downloading the things that I needed to do and searching, and started listening and paying attention more to DJ. And this is how the love started to grow and grow and grow and grow more into, fast forward 10 years later, then I started really getting bookings and really putting myself out there and really making CDs and making mixes for my friends and all of that stuff. And so by having that little interest into it and falling in love with music, it kind of like carried me all the way 20 years later to really become the DJ, the professional DJ that I'm striving to be right now. Yeah, if you didn't know about me, then that's the little story about me, and this is how I really got initiated into the DJ society. But enough about me now, all right? You're not here to listen about my story. You're not here to listen to where I'm from and all of that stuff. We are here to discuss the tools and the tips and the stuff that you need that can help you grow your DJ career to the next level. So now we in chapter 2. Chapter 2. That is very, very important, and that is branding as a DJ. As a DJ, your brand is going to be everything. It took me a few years to really understand that, but once I finally did, it really changed my entire career and really helped me focus on the things that I needed to be focused on. There's so many things we can talk about when it comes to branding, but for the sake of this video and time, of course, we're not going to be able to cover everything. But the few things that I can talk about that can give you a foundation on how to build your brand, your name as a DJ. Your brand starts with your name. You cannot just pick any name and then want to make it a DJ name where you expect it to go high in so many different rooms or whatever the case may be. Look at all the DJs that are top DJs or celebrity DJs. They may have some name that are very weird or maybe you wouldn't think of, but guess what? Those names are catchy. Those names stand out. You don't want to pick a name DJ Mango, DJ Tomatoes, DJ Tic-Tac-Toe. Like, you don't want to pick those names because it doesn't make an impact. You get what I mean? It doesn't really hold too much weight. So as a DJ, you want to make sure you have a name that is commercial. As much as you may like the name, you think it's a dope name, but always remember, this is a business and this is art. This is why a lot of artists, a lot of DJs don't even use their real name for that. They go find another name that is more commercial. So as a DJ, your name is very important. Make sure you pick a name that is commercial. Make sure you pick a name that is going to give you the advantage that you need, that is going to get people's attention, that is very common. Like me, for example, when I first started, I had so many different names: DJ Magic Finger, DJ Fire, DJ Ghost, DJ. I had so many things. But when I picked the name DJ Magic, which later on turns into DJ Magic Kenny, it was because I always feel something magic about me. I always believed in magic. I always believed in supernatural. I always believe in things that we can't see because I have experienced so much about that world when I was younger. So for me, when I came up with the name Magic, it makes perfect sense because it was related to me. He had something that I believed in, and other people can relate to it. And it's a catchy name, believe it or not, even though it's out there for so many other stuff. But as a DJ, when you hear DJ Magic Kenny, you know, oh, okay, his name must be Kenny, and magic is something that everybody can relate to. So when you're picking your name, always pick a name that is catchy, that meet the standards of business, and that is related to you. Is related to you. Most DJs use their name or something that is really dear to them, like I just said, something that you believed in or something like that. Don't pick a name that make no sense to nobody else but you. That wouldn't work. The second thing you want to do, that name that you have, you want to make sure that is the same thing on all platforms. You don't want to have a platform where your name is DJ Magic Kenny, and then on another platform is DJ Magic, or on another platform is DJ Magic Kenny 305, or on another platform is DJ Magic Kenny 578, or is DJ Magic Kenny Haiti, is DJ Magic Kenny New York City. No, you don't want that. I know it's very hard nowadays because there's a lot more people on earth and there's a lot more people using those platforms. So you may choose a name where like, oh damn, my DJ name is good, nobody else have it, but on this platform, some random dude, there's always that random dude, that random page who literally have the name of your business or the name that you want, and they're not doing anything about it. Trust me, I know. But if you're gonna settle for something where like, okay, if that name is taken on Instagram, so on Instagram I only have one option, which is DJ Magic Kenny 305 or DJ Magic Kenny 917, then you have to settle all the way through and really put that same name on all the other platforms, even if the regular DJ Magic Kenny is available, because later on it's going to be easy. When somebody go on Google and type your name, everything is going to come up all at once. So always pick the same name for all your platform when you choose that name. The second thing about branding as a DJ is make sure that you have a decent logo. A lot of DJs don't care about having a logo. A lot of DJs don't care about putting their logos behind their laptop or on a t-shirt, or like, you need to have a professional logo that is going to be on your social platform, that is going to be on your laptop, your book bag, your keychain. I make stickers that you can put somewhere wherever you DJing or wherever you going. Like, listen, as a DJ, marketing never stop. The marketing will never, ever, ever stop. There's not one business that is thriving right now that has stopped doing marketing. Okay? Even if you don't see it, them luxurious businesses, even if you don't see it, they doing marketing somewhere. It's just not on your niche because maybe we don't have that type of money yet. So they don't really worry about us. But marketing, always marketing. And as you're doing marketing, you're gonna need a solid brand. So that's why you need a logo that stand out. Canon have a logo, Nikon have a logo, McDonald's have a logo, Apple have a logo. Why you think every business have a logo? You need to have a logo for your DJ that's going to identify you, that is going to let people know, oh, okay, DJ Magic Kenny is here. If you're somewhere you're DJing and somebody want to know, oh, who's this DJ? They can either look on your laptop or maybe your t-shirt or the screen behind you, something have your logo that they can be like, oh, okay, that's so-and-so. Where can you get logos? Logos is very easy to make nowadays, especially with AI. I'm telling you, if you're a DJ right now, you want to be professional, AI should be your best tool. Even if you're not a DJ, anybody that's in a business, anything that you want to do, AI will definitely facilitate your life right now. Make your life 10,000 times easier. So get on AI, get on ChatGPT. I can go on ChatGPT right now and be like, make me a logo for DJ Magic Kenny, and then boom, they're going to give me a logo in 2 seconds. If you don't want the logo from AI, from ChatGPT, you can also use Canva. They have templates there. They have logos that's already made that you can tweak around. The third thing you can use to get yourself a logo is my favorite, and I'm going to be using this website towards this entire class. It's Fiverr. It's called Fiverr.com. And no, I'm not getting paid from them. If anybody is working for Fiverr or know anybody that is affiliated with Fiverr that can really get me a check, I'll really appreciate it to get a check. But no, I'm not getting paid by Fiverr. And it's just a website that is very important and that has helped me and connect me with so many vendors and creators around the world. So I think as a professional DJ, independent DJ, you need something like Fiverr in your life. So if you want a logo, go to Fiverr, or just check a graphic designer that's on Instagram. Just ask them how much they can make a logo for you and get yourself a beautiful logo. All right. The third thing you can do while you're branding as a DJ, you need to have some custom DJ drops. You need to have some DJ drops. You cannot be DJing for 3 hours and nobody ever heard your drop. Nobody knows what your drop is. And your drop has to be very unique to you. You can't have a drop where, like my drop, for example, is
DJ Magic Kenny in the house.
You cannot go and be like, you have a drop DJ Bob in the house or DJ so and so in the house, DJ so so in the house. No, it's not gonna work. You have to be original to you, and it might take time to find a slogan that really works with you, to find what really works with your brand. Don't worry about it. I didn't always have that. One thing you need a drop that's just saying your name. Basically, you can have a drop that's saying this.
DJ Magic Kenny.
That's it. That's it. You don't need to add. And as you go, you'll realize what you like. You'll realize how people are calling you. You're going to get some nicknames. You're going to get some stuff that you're going to experience that may come up with a slogan, or somebody may just give you a slogan that works with you. So you need to definitely get yourself a custom DJ drop. Where can you get some DJ drops? You can get DJ drops almost everywhere. Just go on Google, type DJ drops websites or custom DJ drops websites. Actually, this is one of the websites that you can I've used 3 websites that I can give you. But like I said, there's so many other ones you can use. There is customdjdrops.com. You can use that, customdjdrops.com. There is djdrops247.com. That's djdrops247.com. You can get drops from $5 to $10 to $20 up there. And I believe there's mydjdrops.com. You can definitely check them out. Or just go on Google and you're going to find all the new ones that are listed now. And if you don't want to go on that route, you don't want the robotic type of drop voice, hit up an engineer, hit up one of your friends that be going to the studio and tell them, next time you're in the studio, can you please record me a DJ drop in your section? That's gonna probably be free, or you can throw them a $50 or $30, or you can even pay for the session and go to the studio to really make your DJ drop. So get yourself some DJ drop, please. I don't want to hear your mix without your drop. I don't want to show up to a club, you DJing, and the whole time I never hear your drop. Having a DJ name is having a business. So make sure you have a professional email for that business, for that DJ. Mine is bookdjmagickenny@gmail.com. For all bookings, that's where you hit me up. For all music submission, that's where you hit me up. If you want any type of deals or any type of contact with me, that's where you hit me up. So you want to have a professional email where people can contact you and reach out to you. That is not going to be Lemonade Drop 123 or my Prince Charming 596@gmail. No. The same name on every platform in your email. There's a reason why you see most DJs have book the DJ name at gmail.com. Okay, so get you a professional email. The other thing that you're gonna need after you have your logo, you have your professional email. I'm sure you have a cell phone already. If you don't, then I don't know where you living right now, but get you a professional email. Once you've done that, then now you get to having a business card. You need to have business cards. I know nowadays it's very easy. They have the little top stuff. You're still gonna need those things unless you have that. But you're still gonna need business cards, because business cards, you don't have to be present. You don't have to actually physically meet somebody for them to have your information. What I usually do is, especially when I do private events or weddings, I will get there before everybody comes in, because I'm setting up and everything. I put my business cards on every single guest table. So if somebody feels shy, like even if you was working the night and somebody feel like, oh man, I'm not really going to talk to her, I'm not really going to talk to him and ask him his number because I might need him for a business or for a gig or something. But the fact that they already have the card, they're just going to grab it, because now it eliminates all that fear of them coming because they got the information. So that's the advantage of a business card. The business card, you can promote yourself when you're not even there. You can exchange business cards, and having a business card makes you stand out. It makes people feel like, yeah, he's serious. She's serious about her business. She's professional. He's professional. Where can you get business cards? Vistaprint.com. That's where I get my business cards. That's where I print my business cards. Even if you're not a graphic designer, even if you don't know how to make a business card or you don't have one that's already made, you can go on Vistaprint and they're gonna have templates where all you got to do is replace their logo with your logo, add your email, add your phone number, and that's it. When it comes to business card, please do not choose them Pokemon looking business cards or them cartoon business cards. No, please don't do that. Be professional. When you go to a bank, when you go to a lawyer, when you go to a doctor, all of that, when you go to an office, you see them business cards, very plain, simple. This is the example of my business card, right? Look at it. Very simple. Don't do all the extraness because it's a business card. Get straightforward, straight to the point. Now that you get all this stuff under control, you need to set up a photo shoot. Yes, you're going to need a photo shoot, especially nowadays. Everything is content, everything is creation, and people want to know who they follow and people want to know who they supporting. You don't need photo shoot to be posting photo shoot 24/7 on your Instagram or on your social media, but you're going to need those photo shoot for the flyers that you're going to DJ. You're going to need it for the mixtapes that you're going to make. You're going to need it for anything business related, any advertisement, a booking flyer for people to get your information, because the business card and a booking flyer is two different things, but we can elaborate more on that as we go. But you're going to need some photo shoot. Schedule some photo shoot. I don't want to see them pictures you take with your phone on flyers, pictures that you had 10 years ago on the flyer. No, not photo shoot where you're sitting on the couch or no, you have to be in a studio, plain background. Ask your photographer. If he's a professional photographer, he should be able to know how to get you some decent portrait and DJ and professional photos. So get you some photo shoot because you're going to need them along the way. I promise you. If you don't know any photographers, listen, just go on Instagram, just Google. You're going to find so many photographers. Facebook Market, go on Facebook Market. You're going to see so many studios, so many photographers. Facebook Market got all of them photographers waiting for you to come take your shoot. This one is very important to me because I have noticed this happening so many times around me, and so many DJs I've seen don't really take that into consideration. This one is showing up for yourself. And when you show up for yourself, make sure you show up decent. Don't just show up to your gigs. Don't just show up to the party anyhow. You have on your chill days, on your days off, do whatever it is that you want to do, wear whatever it is that you want to wear. But when you come into DJ, I'm not talking about wearing Gucci, Louis, and expensive stuff. That is not what I'm talking about. It could be $1 the t-shirt that you got. It could be $2 the pants that you got on. I don't care if it's a Reebok that you got on your feet. I don't care if it's Uggs that you got on your feet. But wherever you showing up, whenever you showing up for your gig, make sure you are well put together, because that represents your brand a lot. If you're not dressed properly, if you're not well put together, then there's a quite big chance that your business is not well put together. Believe it or not, every time you show up, people judge you. If you think people are not judging you, then I don't know what world you think you live in, because we may not condemn you. We may not isolate you or keep you away, but everybody's judging everybody. And when I mean judging, it doesn't mean like it's a bad thing. It's just like that's the impression of you. That's a reason why they say first impression is very, very, very important. So as a DJ, show up for yourself. Show up decent. Show up well put together. If you're a man, make sure you get some shape up. If you're a lady, make sure you get your hair done. If you don't have that, if your hair, you don't have the money to get the shape up and all of that, guess what? Invest in a clipper. I have learned how to shape my beard and make it look decent. since I was very young. So you can do that. You have to learn how to save, you know? So learn how to make your own hair if you're a lady. Or if you don't have any of that and you can't do any of that, then that's why they have hats. That's why they have beanie hats. That's why they have hair ties and so many stuff. You know, do something that is going to make you look presentable. Okay, that is very, very important. Showing up to your gig looking anyhow is going to make people treat you anyhow and think you just any kind of DJ anyhow. Same thing is gonna come back to you. So show up for yourself. The last thing I would talk about right now when it comes to branding is your brand to grow, to explode. You have to create a community. You have to create a community for yourself, because your community is going to be your audience, is going to market you, is going to push you forward, and is going to tell you which direction that you should go with your craft as well. So how do you do that? How do you build a community for yourself as a DJ? To build a community, to me, in 2025, you need to definitely be present on social media. You need to create and you need to have accounts in those social platforms. I don't care if you're not a social media person, if you feel like, oh, this is not, I don't want to be in front of it. Listen, you don't want to be a DJ neither. If you don't want to be in front of a camera, you don't let this, well, you're in the wrong field. I'm sorry to tell you, you're in the wrong field. Go be somebody, go find a job that doesn't require to be in front of the camera. Because being a DJ require for you to create content, require for you to be on those platforms. It requires for you to be consistent and posting on those platforms. So you need to have social platforms on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, SoundCloud, YouTube. What else? AudioMac. I believe that you can even post mix on Apple Music now. All of these platforms, you need to have account in all of them. Anywhere that gives DJ exposure, anywhere that people use to actually listen to DJ or listen to mix. Go on Google, ask ChatGPT, what are the websites that DJs upload their mixes? What are the best websites for platform for DJs to be on? I may not be able to list everything right now, but the main ones, we all know them already. You need to have account in all of these. You need to have account in all of these so people can get to know you. So people that are searching mixes online can see your name come up. Because guess what? People are searching for mix 24/7. And you don't want to be the only DJ that don't have a mix out there. If you're just getting started, you don't have a community, you don't have a fan base, you don't have a lot of people following you yet, don't worry about it. You can build that very easy 1, 2, 3. Just be consistent. Make sure you put up some mix out there. Just make sure you get involved in your YouTube on how to create videos, making mixes on YouTube, making mixes for SoundCloud, and on TikTok, on Instagram. Make sure you're present. It doesn't really have to be DJ all the time. Don't focus on posting mix all the time. You have to post mix 70%, 60%, I would say, because you are a DJ. You get what I mean? Unless you are something else that you can combine. Let's say you may be a DJ and you are a dancer. You are a DJ and you are a fashion designer. You are a DJ and you are a comedian. You are a DJ and you are, I don't know, like me right now, a teacher, a podcaster. I combine both. If you go on my Instagram, you see there's times that I'm posting stuff that has to do with mindsets and mental. And there's times that I'm talking about DJ. And there's times that I'm making jokes. And there's times that I'm showing mix. I'm showing my craft. So that's how you build your community, because you want people. Your community is people that are relating to you. Your audience is people that relate to you. And the only reason why people relate to certain arts, that they relate to certain people, is because they see a part of themselves in them. So if you not doing anything you don't want to show people who you are, you're not putting anything of you outside of just mixing or just not posting anything at all, then people are not going to know who you are. They're not going to know what you stand for. They're not going to know what is important to you. And if people don't know who you are, and if people can't find you, then how you expect to build a community? You get what I mean? So be yourself, put yourself out there on those social platforms, and then you're gonna automatically grow your community as you grow, as you're creating, and they're gonna let you know too what they want from you. They're gonna tell you, like when you drop a mix and that is fire, they're gonna reply to you and tell you that this is fire. So you're gonna know you need to do more of that. If you drop something that is trash, they're gonna tell you, or you're gonna just see maybe they just gonna be quiet. And then you're gonna know, like, okay, cool, yeah, I can't do that no more. This is they're not really fucking with that right now. So get yourself involved on your social platform. Be consistent, be present, post, even if you can't post every day right now, but at least every month, or fix a schedule that allows you to post very consistent and very often on your platform. So this is all the things that I believe that will give you foundation, right, to build your brand as a DJ, which now leads us to chapter 3. Chapter 3, obviously, now you know how to mix, you understand music, and you start building your brand. You are building your brand. And the next chapter that goes hand to hand with building your brand is be creative. You have to be creative as a DJ. You can't be a DJ that is not creative. You can't be doing the same thing or not doing anything at all and expect amazing opportunities to just fall from the sky to come onto your lap. That's not going to happen. The only people that gets to eat a lot from the pie is people that was invested in pouring into the pie. That's just how it goes. So as a DJ, you want to make sure that you can be creative, to learn, to provide solution, to look what's going on out there and give it to the people. Okay? So how do you become a creative DJ? Being creative, I believe that it has a lot to do with your mindset. It has a lot to do with, are you open to learn, or are you just comfortable with everything that you know already? And to me, if you're not willing and if you're not open to learn, you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to be creative, right? So number one, you create mixtapes. You create a lot of mixtapes. If you're a DJ, people are going to come to you for your mix. People want to come listen to you because they love how you mix. So if you're not putting enough mixtapes out there to tell the world, hey, I know how to mix. Hey, I know how to get the party rocking. If you're not letting people know that, if you think somebody's gonna just come out of, I don't know, South Africa and then come knock on your door and be like, hey, you never posted anything on social media, but I have a feeling you're a great DJ. No, that's not gonna happen. Unless God have a special plan for you, that is not going to happen. So don't just mix and keep them in your house. Create reels, create shorts, create posts, create things that you think is funny, you think that people can relate to, and also things that really is about you. Not you putting yourself out there, but like things that, let's say, for example, if I find this microphone thing funny, right? It's okay for me now to record something and share it with the people because I already believe that this is funny. You're not going to be able to continue to create things that you don't like, things that are not you, things that are not aligned with you, things that you don't believe in. If you're just going to turn the camera on and just say a bunch of stuff that you don't believe in just to get people to like, just to get people to follow you, you're not going to be able to do that for a long time, and you're probably going to be miserable. So you want to create contents, you want to create posts that are have a little bit of you in there, have a little bit of what people need or people are interested in, and the rest is just history. The rest could be a mix of whatever it is that you feel like you want to throw in there. But you have to create content for your social platforms. You have to create mixtapes. You have to create remixes. Remixes is a big one. If you don't have time to create long mixtapes, create remixes. Remixes, just remix a song. You could literally take the acapella from one song, put it on another beat, and that's literally a mashup. That's literally a remix. That's literally very simple. Do those things. Make it easy for another DJ. Oh, I didn't think of putting these two songs together. Let me download this mix. Oh, guess what? It's made by DJ Magic Kenny. Oh yeah, who's DJ Magic Kenny? Oh wow, he's doing an amazing thing on Instagram. Oh, I like what he's doing. Boom, let me follow it. This is how it works. So being creative, this is what it does. You create, you put the product out there, you put the content out there, and people gonna see it, and people gonna react to it, and people gonna come, and people gonna share it, and more people gonna come and see what you've been doing. And if they like you, they're gonna follow you, they're gonna stay for more. Another way that can help you be creative and stay consistent when it comes to creating contents and mixes and stuff like that is you have to see what's going on out there. You get what I mean? Like, a lot of us will be on Instagram scrolling or TikTok scrolling, but you're really not looking for anything. You're just watching whatever they're showing you. And again, if you're in a business, you have to understand what business that you are in. And there's other people doing the same business that you're doing. So see what's trending out there. What is every DJ doing out there? For example, in 2020, during the pandemic, that's when most DJs started getting into creating content, creating reels, doing Instagram Live, Twitch, doing all of these YouTube mixes. Everybody really got themselves a camera and started vlogging and started posting and started doing all of these stuff. So if you, for example, you're on Instagram, you're just watching girls, you're just watching guys, you're just gossiping, and you're not paying attention to what is currently going on right now, then you will be left behind. Everybody would be creating content, and then you over here still gossiping and doing that. So get your priorities right and see what's going on. Do some research. Study the business that you're in, because if you're not doing that, you're always going to be the last one to do it or get left behind. And you don't want that. You want to be on top, because this is a very competitive market. You want to be proactive. Okay? So learn and see what's going on out there. Don't copy what somebody else is doing out there. Learn what somebody else is doing. Learn from other people, but be yourself. You have to learn from other people and be yourself. So this is my favorite. Networking. The reason why networking is my favorite is because there's a lot of people and there's a lot of entrepreneurs that I've met. There's a lot of young DJs that I've met. Oh, I'm going to this event. I'm paying this money to go to this event. I'm taking this trip to go to this event so I can network. I get it. I'm not discouraging you. I'm not saying it was a bad idea, but understanding how networking works, you can't really go network if you have nothing to offer. You can't go network if you have nothing that people want. And you can't really go network if you not willing to do exchange. That's what networking is. Networking is, oh, okay, there's a bread shop over there. There's a peanut butter shop over there. And I got a lemonade shop. Guess what? We can all put together, and when they come get some lemonade, I'm going to tell them, yo, lemonade is really good with peanut butter and bread. Oh, guess what? When they come get some bread, I'm going to tell them, hey, I don't have no peanut butter, but you can go get some peanut butter over there. This is what networking is for me. It's really people that meeting that, oh, you see the value in this person and this person see the value in you. But if you have no value, you have nothing that you have built, You just started your business. You have nothing to offer. You shouldn't be out here spending money to go into network. People going to help you. If you can spend money to go to a seminar to learn, which is still kind of considered networking, but it's not really networking. It's you learning. It's you seeing the people that are doing the things that you want to do, how they doing it, how they maneuver, how they moving around. So don't take this networking thing lightly. All right. How do you network properly? To network properly, it's very easy nowadays. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't need to be outside 24/7. Back then, yes. But now, guess what? You have social media. Even though you need to be outside because, again, people need to see you. People need to be familiar with you and see how you behave in the society, in your community. So it's important to go out. But I'm saying in 2025, you can literally start networking. Guess what? You can literally start networking from your phone, from your house. You don't need to be traveling. You don't need to be doing all of that, especially if you're a small business and you don't have the money to invest in all that yet. You have to spend your money strategically. You have to spend your money intentionally on things that is going to help you grow, not things that is going to make it easy for you, because it never gets easy. So you have to learn how to network through your social media. That's the number one thing. There's a DJ that you like. There's a DJ that is your favorite DJ. There's a DJ that is good. There's a promoter in your city that is promoting so and so party. There's this nightclub, and like follow them, comment under them posts. You don't have to always comment something, but always like. When they post something that is positive, they post something that is good, reshare it on your story. Support. You want people to support you, you support first. You want people to value you, you value them first. That's how it goes. You can't just want to network and then you expect, because you just started the business, you give somebody your business card, or you just meet somebody that's in a big position and you think, oh, I network and this person. No, half of these people, sorry to tell you, but they don't care. They don't care until they see the value, because it's business. You're not their child. You're not their kids. You're not their, like, you may find one or two great people that really will take your hand from 0 and take you to 100. But baby.
Hello, wake up. Wake up.
You need to wake up. Like, this is not how it goes. This is not how it goes. Okay. You have to provide value, and you have to start on social media where you can interact. You follow them, you would post their stuff. That's how you do it. One thing that I believe that we undervalued a lot when it comes to networking is our friends. Your friends is also your network. And either friends from school, either friends from your job, either friends that you grew up with, friends from your family, or literally people that are doing the same thing that you are doing. Because for me, that was my advantage. And right now, I want to take this time to send a big shout out to all my friends. Even if we don't talk no more, even we, not talking no more because we have issues, but everybody's growing up in life and we move into different countries. Everybody got their own life, right? Reality of life. So I want to say a big shout out to all my friends since I started this DJ thing, that really supported me, that really was pushing me, or took the time to listen to my mix, or referred me to somebody. It's been a long journey since high school to college to changing state, changing countries. My friends have been my number one manager or my number one marketing agent, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. So definitely a big shout out to my friends, because they were the foundation that I had to really get to where I needed to get. Another way you can network is by visiting places that are in your niche, that is in your community, that have what it is that you are interested in. Your interest, that little gut feeling that you have, the little stuff that is pulling you towards certain things, trust it all the time, because this is your niche. This is where your people is at. So on your free time, on your day off, or when you want to go out, or when you want to think, instead of going to the restaurant, instead of going to places that has nothing to do with your career, nothing to do with your business, go to places that align with your brand, with your DJ, with your stuff. You get what I mean? You don't want to be just spending your time anywhere that is not going, like everything you do. When you decide that you want to become a professional DJ, where you spend your time, how you spend your money, the things that you are consuming have to be things that is going to help you grow. You can have your day off. You can have some days where you do anything else that you want to do. But understand that the majority of times you are 24/7 locked into the things that can help your career grow. And the two most important thing to me when it comes to networking is to be loyal and to be kind to everybody. Everybody that comes your way, even if you don't like them, even if you don't like how they look, even if you don't like how they talk to you, be kind to everybody, because you don't know what that kindness is going to do. And you being loyal, I'm not saying to be loyal to somebody or being loyal to certain things that's going to destroy you. Be loyal to a group of people or to certain people that's going to destroy you, or that are killing you, or that are not in alignment with who you are becoming. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about be loyal to the things that are progressive. Be loyal to the things that's been there. Be loyal to the people that's been supporting you, that been having your back. Me, for example, there's certain people, it doesn't matter how big I get. If they call me to DJ, obviously the price definitely going to change, but these people will never get the same price as somebody that is brand new, that just came out of nowhere, that didn't understand where I came from, that never supported me when I was first started DJing and stuff like that. And that is common sense. There's always going to be some of those people that's gonna come along the way to push you, to support you, to help you take your business to the next level. And guess what? These people are gonna either invest money in your career, they're either gonna plug you to the right people, or they're either gonna be like a shoulder or a hand to really just walk with while you're going through certain times, certain hard times in this particular journey. So be loyal and be kind to people. You get what I mean? Always have your boundaries, of course. Don't let nobody disrespect you, but be kind to people, because that's going to give you favor that you don't even understand where they're going to be coming from. You will obtain favor from God, and you will obtain favor from people. You need to be kind and loyal. You have to be a DJ with integrity. If you don't have integrity, you might not really be long and have a good reputation, because without integrity, you can't protect your reputation. And if your reputation as a DJ is destroyed, you can go find another business to do. You can go find another thing to do, unless, again, the people that are supporting you or the people that is going to back you up don't have integrity neither. So that's like the perfect niche for you. But be loyal, be kind, and have integrity, and do things that is just, that is right. And if you failed and if you've done something wrong, learn and don't keep on repeating that. Don't keep on building off of that. Because once your reputation is gone as a DJ, you basically is gone. You want to network. You want to meet people that can help you elevate. You want to meet people that are good people. You want to meet people that are going to do business just with you and doing business the right way. Well, you also have to grow as an individual and become that person. Because I'm a firm believer. Everywhere I go, I always say that. And even me, I've seen it in myself. You attract who you are, not what you want. You attract who you are and not who you want. So if you want to attract good business partners, work on yourself to become a good person as well, or a better person every day. You know, nothing is perfect. You're going to fail. You're going to have your mistakes, but definitely the more you work on yourself as an individual, not your craft, not the music, not the DJ, not the sets, not the equipment, not the social media, you as an individual. How are you feeling inside? How are you inside? How are you really, really, really feeling inside? And then you're going to realize like it's going to be easy. So a lot of people are going to start drifting to you. A lot of people just going to start coming your way. These are the ways that you really network with $0.
All right, guys, we are halfway through. We now made it to chapter 5. Chapter 5 should have been number 1, number 2, and number 3. Should be all the numbers. Listen, the business side of DJing. Everything that you're doing that is art, that is talent, that is some type of service, anything that you're doing in life, you need to learn the business side of it. If you have a team, if you have a management group or whatever it is, that is, you have a manager, all of that stuff, that's great. But you still need to learn the basics of things. You still need to learn the foundation of things, on how things is moving, what's what, or whatever the case may be for your situation. But us as DJ, you need to learn the business side of DJing. The first thing we're going to talk about when it comes to business as a DJ is to have a contract. You need a professional contract that is going to list the agreement, your terms, your conditions, your deposits, your money. It's like a receipt. Anywhere you go, you purchase something, you buy something, they give you a receipt unless you don't want it. Even if you don't want it, it still shows up in your bank account. So technically, everything that you do that require or that has some type of money exchange have a receipt nowadays. So as a DJ, you need to do the same. You need to have a contract. Where do you get contract? Contract is very easy. Just go online, go on Google, type DJ contracts templates or DJ agreement forms or DJ agreement templates. Or you can go on Canva. You can go on ChatGPT. Listen, ChatGPT should be your best friend again as a DJ. I hope by the end of this podcast, of this class, you get to register that in your brain that you need to have an account on ChatGPT right now. So yeah, once you go on these platforms, they're going to give you so many templates. You can change your the logo, you can change the writings, you can customize it and add your name in instead of whatever they had on. And yeah, all these websites are here to help you get yourself a contract. No excuse. The second thing that I want to talk about when it comes to business, get yourself deposits. When you get in a booking, you got to get yourself some deposits. But there's a big but there.
My nigga.
There's an exception. If you have residencies, if you have deal with certain people that is maybe trying you out or giving you some kind of tryout or test you out or something, you may not really need to give them a contract or something like that. I'm talking about for people that are established as a DJ, even as a beginner. But if you are traveling, if you are doing some special concert, you got a corporate event, you got a wedding, you got private event, you got baby shower, you got a birthday, you got a promoter that reach out to you that wants to get you to a special event, then definitely absolutely get a deposit before you leave the room, because you don't want to hear, oh, it was slow tonight. You don't want to hear after you save the date and make so much sacrifice to get it to that gig, and they tell you, oh yeah, we're going to cancel tonight. You get to save yourself from all the excuses. You get to save yourself for any Mother Nature drama that may happen and cancel your event. And you get to actually secure your time. Most importantly, secure your time, secure your talent, because guess what? Like, you could have been home, you could have been doing something else, and you don't want people to just take you lightly where, oh yeah, you don't need to come no more. Oh, you came and then we don't have the money to give you. Like, no, you need to figure out, okay, if I'm charging you $200 for that gig, then my deposit is $100 or my deposit is $50. Like, it's up to you. You going to have to value and base whatever it is that you need before you leave the house. That's my tip. The third thing you need to know in the business DJ is really understanding your value and understanding your pricing. Some DJs are overpricing themselves and they can't really deliver what they're asking for. So they get frustrated because now they're not getting no bookings. And some DJs are underpricing themselves and they're not, well, I can't say they're not, they overbook or they getting a lot of bookings, but they're getting frustrated because they're not making no money. You may see a DJ that's DJing 10 times a month or 5 times a month, and you DJing 30 times a month. If you DJing 30 times a month for $100, that's $3,000. That DJ that's DJing 10 times a month for $300 is making that same $3,000. I'm not saying this to compare yourself, but if you have to do 100 gigs to make $3,000, by any means necessary, if that's where your value is, if that's where you are, go for it. Because if you are a common DJ, I have done it. So many DJs have done it. But now, once you start establishing yourself, you don't want to underpricing yourself, because if every time they put you in a club, the club is jumping. Every time they put you in a club, everybody shows up. Every time they put you on a lineup, bottles are moving. Every time you're DJing in a club, the bar is moving. The bartenders are happy. Like, you need to start charging the right amount for stuff like that, because your value as a DJ, for me, it's all of these stuff. It's the amount of people that you can bring, how big your community is, how big your reach is. Like my friend Cropton usually say, how big is your reach? And that's how they're gonna pay you. You get what I mean? And when you actually get the attention, you get the people to want to do that type of business with you, then you get in the club. Are you a DJ that rocks the crowd? Are you opener? Are you a DJ that's play in the middle? Or can you do prime time? Are you a prime time DJ? If you understand the DJ bookings and timing, then you know what I'm talking about right now. So you can't expect to be a open format, open air DJ and get paid at the same time as the star. Get paid the same price as the star DJ, as the prime time DJ, as the closing DJ. It's just not gonna happen, because if you could close, then they wouldn't need a closing DJ. So don't get over yourself. Like, everybody got to play their part for the pie to be perfect, for the machine to continue to roll. And then one time you're going to be in beginner stage, and one time you're going to be in the middle, and one time you're going to be in closing. It's just part of it. We all was born little, and then we growing until we figure out what the hell Grandpa used to talk about. So don't get ahead of yourself. Price yourself the right way. Understand the market price. What is the minimum? Every DJ in every city should have a minimum. Figure out what that minimum is. Figure out what's the lowest that you can leave the house and still be okay. And put all of that together so you can understand and build a pricing for yourself. Stop undercharging and stop overcharging, because it's not good for business. Another thing, you have to learn how to start monitoring your income and your expenses as a DJ. I'm not talking about any other money thing you got going on, like your job, the hair, the nails, the other side hustles you have. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the DJ, because you have to understand what you are doing and why you are doing what you're doing when it comes to business, when it comes to the financing part. If you are DJing 10 times a month and you're making $500 or $1,000 for 10 times a month, you need to, okay, I make $1,000 for that month and I spent 500 or I spent 600. The reason why this is so important is because it's going to bring us to the next chapter. It's so important because now it's going to give you an insight on how much money you are making by just DJing and how much you are spending by just DJing. So now it's like, okay, you get to see, do I have enough money to spend back into the business so I can make my business grow? Am I making enough money from the DJ that I can put back into the my DJ career, my DJ business, or either t-shirts, either flyers, or whatever, however you want to put it back. That's a very, very important thing, because people are watching you. If you're not investing in your own self, nobody's going to want to invest in you. It takes money to make money. To start making some money, really you need to provide value. You need to be able to exchange some type of services. You need to serve to start really making money. But when you start making money, if you want to make more money, you have to have money. It takes money to make money. I used to hear that all the time, and I'm now at this age trying to understand, or still understanding, that this is very important. So keep track of the money that you're spending, you are making, and find a way to budget that properly, and then reinvest the amount that you can into your business. Another thing that you may not think is important, but for me, I think this is very important, especially when it comes to monitoring your money, when it comes to the DJ that we just talked about, is having all your payments on one account. And let me elaborate on that, because if you take Zelle, you take Cash App, you take PayPal, you take Venmo, you take cash, you take checks, you take Bitcoins, you take stocks, whatever it is that you take, that's amazing. Listen, if they want to pay you, if they want to pay me in horse, if they want to pay me in dogs, if they want to pay me in cow, I'm taking it. So that's not what I'm talking about. Use all of that. But those accounts and those money, you should have them connected to at least one or two accounts. You don't want to have all your account, like sometimes you get some money on the left account, sometimes you get some money on the account number 2, sometimes you get some money on account number 3. It's going to be very hard to keep track on your income and expenses if you do not have an account that's dedicated to that. And if you do have just one account, please, I suggest you open another one. There's so many ways right now. Cash App give you a way to open account. PayPal give you a way to open account. Venmo give you a way to open account. I'm sure there's so many apps and software out there that can give you a routing number, that give you a account number, that give you a card that you can actually use. So separate everything. Don't mix the DJ with all your daily expenses, with all your daily incomes. Don't do that. Separate it, and then it'll become more organized and clearer for you to see, okay, I'm making this much, I'm spending this much, and all of that. Now let's move on to another point when it comes to DJ businesses. Register your name as a DJ. Is that important or not important? I think it's very important, but again, there's another but there. It depends on how much money are you really making from DJing. That's why you need to monitor. You need to go to the last point, because if you're not making enough money and you just want to be like, oh, I'm a DJ, or I got a business. I'm the first business owner of the family. I got my no. Don't let your pride, don't let your excitement get ahead of you, because Uncle Sam and IRS is coming to take that money from you. And if you're not making enough, or if you just starting to making a little bit and then you want to give it all to it, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You can still use a personal account to collect your money and do the things that you got to do. And on your personal tax and all of that stuff, if you want to claim it, you claim it. If you don't want to claim it, you don't claim it. But I'm not telling you. Listen, IRS did not come from me. I'm not telling people to not pay their taxes. Pay your taxes by any means, because you want to show that, you know, you're a legit DJ and stuff like that. But I'm saying you don't have to start claiming your DJ businesses from IRS and pay taxes like LLC and S Corp and stuff like that if you're not really making enough. You get what I mean? Be wise with your money, be wise with your business, and be wise with your decisions. But if you are feeling like, okay, I'm making enough and also I'm DJing full time, then by any means, absolutely go register your name on either LLC or S Corp. That's my suggestion. But there's so many different ones out there. I'm not your accountant. Find an accountant, find somebody that can help you with that, and register your name, register your business, and start filling your taxes and start using that account. Open a business account, obviously, and start using that account and get yourself legit. Which brings me to the next point. This one is very important. I myself struggled with it sometime. Not a big struggle though, but sometimes I do struggle with it, and I know a lot of DJs definitely struggle with it as well. And if you do not have that as a struggle, that's great. That's great. Keep it up. Congrats. Get into your gigs on time. Get into your gigs on time as a DJ is really, really, really important. Whatever it is, always plan to get to your gigs at least 30 minutes prior to your set. I suggest an hour prior to your set. Even you sit in the car, sit in the parking lot. I do that often. I'll get to a gig before my time and I sit in the parking lot. Either I'm eating something or snacking on something, or maybe staying hydrated, or just talking on the phone with somebody. That sometimes that's the only time I have to actually talk or return some calls. So yeah, it's okay to get on the gig an hour or 30 minutes prior. Now, if you're doing a gig before and then you got to leave that gig to go straight to the other gig, DJs, that's why you need to be on time, because a lot of you guys sometimes come so late. Now I'm DJing a gig and I got another gig to DJ, and you coming late to that gig is making me late. And guess what? The other DJ from the other gig is late too, because now they got a DJ extra. You messing up the whole chain, the whole train, bro. Pause. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Show up to your gig on time. Even if you don't have another gig, even if it's just you DJing that gig, show up on time. You want them to pay you your money. You don't want them to be delaying your money for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. You don't want them to give you excuses after you're done DJing. So don't start with your excuses. Set up your alarm, get ready before, and show up to your gig on time. There's no other way about it. Whatever is stopping you, tell your girl you gotta go, tell your kids you gotta go. Like, deal with your wife, deal with your kids, deal with your boo before it's time for you to get to work. Okay? It's really, really, really important. Get to your gig on time. Let's get to the next one. Learn how to throw some parties. Learn how to make some music or distribute some music or anything that is DJ related, but that is not you showing up to a club to DJ. You can literally learn how to make some flyers, edit some videos, or learn how to run some ads for your contents that you already have, or your flyers, your posts. Even though you can pay somebody to do those things, but if you learn how to do them, I promise you, you can save yourself a couple bucks, or you can have more understanding on how certain things works. Anything that you have some type of interest, because when you are DJing, right? That's the thing a lot of us don't realize. And that's with any gift that you have. But we're talking about DJ, so we're going to stick with DJ. When you become a DJ, or when you decide you want to become a DJ, you have an interest. You have something that's pulling you. And whatever it is that's pulling you to become that DJ or to go in that field, there's more that's coming out of it. So your job is to find what it is. So if you're a DJ, you moving around, you doing the things that you're doing, you making sure that your business is growing and all of that stuff, you investing in your business and all of that, then you need to expand. And how do you expand? You're going to expand by learning some other stuff. Either by throwing now your own parties. You figure out, okay, I'm putting up together a group of friends, and okay, this is how much I need for, maybe you get a venue that don't have anything, but you can either, okay, this is how much it costs for bartenders. This is how much it's going to cost me to book certain amount of DJs. This is like, by doing stuff like that, now you really not the middleman or need the middleman anymore. You can literally become your own boss. There's DJs out here in the world that is throwing their own concert. If you want to be a DJ that's just showing up to the club and DJ and get paid and go home, that's it. That's fine. That's your choice. But I personally don't want that for myself, and I actually can't teach you that because I don't want that for myself. Why would I want it for you? So learn how that works, because it may not be important for you right now, but I'm telling you, every single DJ that took that step or that took it up a little notch, they really start blowing up and they really have more understanding, because with more understanding, you're going to learn how to move and you're not going to let people play with you a certain way. You get what I mean? Now you go into the club to DJ, you got to wait for a promoter to book you. You got to wait for a club to call you. You don't know how it is to build a party. You don't know how it is to make some flyers or doing some marketing, some advertisement. You don't know none of that stuff. And so basically, if there's no promoters or there's no club, you're just not going to DJ no more. You see where I'm going with this? But if you take it a step notch where you learn how to throw events, you even if that's not what you're doing all the time, because you're still DJing, you get what I mean? But from time to time, maybe your birthday, maybe for a holiday, maybe once every year, you want to throw a special event or a special party, you could start getting your feet wet in the water of throwing parties. And when you master that, now you could go to this club and throw your own party and be the own DJ and the own promoter. So now there's no middleman that's going to pay you. You paying yourself. And you can definitely partner up with some DJs and throw parties together. Because I'm a big advocate of DJs collaborating to either throw parties or make songs or just chopping it up, really. So definitely get yourself out there. Learn how promoters, what is it to be a promoter? Learn how it is to run a party, the club. Like, learn how it is, how the hookah business works. Learn how to distribute music. Like, if I make a song, how much it would cost for me to distribute it, how much it costs to make a song, how much it costs for a studio time. Like, learn stuff like that, because all of these stuff are related to your DJ. Like graphic design, video editing, photos, photographer, like anything that you could do that is not DJing, but that is still pairing and that's still a great match to DJ, or that can help you in the long run, go for it. So if you learn how to do it, even if you're still going to pay somebody to do it, listen, you can't do everything yourself. It's always important to have some type of structure and people in place to have the money go around. But that's a different chapter for another time. But even though you're going to pay people to do it, but at least you have an understanding. Because if somebody now giving you some BS, then you know, bro, that's BS. Like, what are you talking about?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stay on your P's and Q's. Learn the business side of things. I know we talked about it already, but please, I'm going to talk about it again real quick. Learn how to budget and prioritize your money. Because if you over here spending $500, right, on shoes, on sneakers, on food outside, and then you complaining about not having money to put on your brand, or not being able to, I don't know, pay for a photo shoot, or pay for a video for your YouTube, or pay for a flyer, or no, I don't want to hear it, because the sneaker clearly was more important to you than you growing as a DJ. And then the last thing about business is be kind. Say thank you to your customers. That's the number one rule of business. That's the number one rule of business. If somebody pay you, say thank you. If somebody send you a Cash App, that's why they have the emojis now on it. You can reply with an emoji. You can say thank you. Anybody pay you, thank you for your payment. Thank you for the gig. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming to my gig. Thank you for this drink. Thank you for the hookah. Like, say thank you. The bartender is not your slave. The hookah person is not your slave. The club owners are not there for you. They actually, as a matter of fact, they don't give a F about you. The promoters don't give a F about you. You'll find probably like a few promoters along your career. I'll tell you this right now. You'll find a few promoters and a few club owners that will become family, that will become friends, that care about you. But none of these people care about you. They care about your talent. They care about you coming to the club and making that jump. You know what I mean? I almost like went crazy right now. But keep it PG-13. So yeah, you need to be polite. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody is working for you. We are all working together. So as a DJ, be polite. Say thank you to your customers and say thank you to the people in the facilities where you're working at. And now it brings us to the big 66666, which is marketing. I know we talked about it earlier a little bit when we was talking about branding, but do not get confused, okay? Branding and marketing is like a husband and a wife. They go together, but they don't have the same role, and they're not shaped the same way. They don't have the same tools at all. So branding is what you need really to do marketing. You can't market something that do not have a brand, because people will not know what to follow. So that's why it's important, and that's why we talked about branding first. You need to build a brand, and then now you can get in a position to market yourself to the max. So marketing. Marketing never stop. So how do you market yourself in a competitive market? How do you put your talent, put your gift out there when there's 100 million DJs doing the same thing now? Like I said before, your community. That's why it's important to build that community, because you interacting with your community, you providing services to your community is also marketing for you. And those services are what? It's your mixtapes. It's your remixes. Again, it's your presence. It's your contents. It's your reels. It's your stuff. Remember, you are in a business that is out of sight, out of mind. And also, you want to do something that is you. Because I promise you, we all have certain things that only us can do, and only us can deliver the way that we deliver it. There's a reason why we all have unique DNA. That's why no matter what you do in the world, if they want to find you, they can find you. Like, there's a reason why we have unique DNA. Like when they say you are unique, and your uniqueness, that's where your power is. So it don't matter if this DJ have 10,000 songs, the same 10,000 songs that you have. The way that you're going to mix it and deliver it, he's not going to mix it and deliver it the same way. So absolutely be unique when it comes to the arts that you're putting out there, the stuff that you're creating. Again, learn from people, but be yourself. And then once you providing that to your community, your mixtapes, your contents, your stuff, those things that you are providing to your community is going to make you stay relevant. When you stay relevant, now you get into business. Now, as you getting into business, if you want to take it a little bit further, you want to push it a little bit harder, then you start investing. You start paying for ads. Now we have ads. We didn't have that. Back then, I would have to print maybe more CDs to really go pass around. But now, instead of printing more CDs, you can literally put $20 on Instagram and your content is going to be shown to more people. You can put $20 on TikTok. Like, that's how little it is that you can literally get your contents and get your stuff more visibility. To get more booking, you need more people to see you. And you need to build your community and grow your community. So that's how, or that's one of the ways that you can definitely market yourself. The second thing you can do without even the ads is kind of like the easy way. It's like a cheat code. But the other thing that you can do when it comes to you doing some work, sharing your stuff, sharing your contents with your friends. If you have to text it to them directly, text it to them directly. When they add you to them group chats, be in a group chat. Create some group chats with your community. We in so many group chats. There's DJ group chats. There's, I don't know, people that live in a certain town group chats. Like anybody that you know that is in a group chat, tell them, yo, are you in a group chat? Add me to that group chat, man. Are you in a group chat? Add me to that group chat. And once people start adding you to group chat, guess what? More people are going to want to add you to the group chat because you're going to meet people that are in group chats. So group chats is very, very, very key to market yourself. Don't be in a group chat if the group chat is about Jesus or it's about, I don't know, traveling, and you are here just bombarding them with your content or bombarding them with inviting them to your parties. That is not what I'm talking about. Don't market yourself too much where it becomes, well, let me take that back. You can never market yourself too much, but there's a way to do it. You don't want to be annoying. You want to market yourself, but you don't want to be annoying. Some people are annoying, like literally annoying. They will broadcast every day, either the same thing. Like, no, there's a reason why some people have you on archive. There's a reason why some people maybe block you. There's a reason why some people maybe unfollowed you, or some people got you on mute. Like you've been sharing the same thing nonstop and you never talk to the people. It's holiday. You're not even saying Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. You're not saying anything. And all you want to do is that, like you just want to force your work into people's face. That's not marketing. That is being annoying. You showcase what you showcase at the right time and not too many times. The next thing about marketing is something that I've learned from my mentor, and this is something that is super, 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 super important, is you learning how to collect data. It don't matter if it's numbers. It don't matter if it's email or Instagram or TikTok. You have to learn how to collect data. Email and numbers is number one because they reach to the people directly. You don't have to worry about the algorithm. So that's why cell phones and emails is very, very, very easy and great tool to use when it comes to market yourself. There is so many platforms that you can use to do email blasts, MailChimp, ManyChats, the list go on and on and on and on. Just go on Google, type email blast software, email blast camp.
they're gonna show you a bunch that you can use. If you have a website, that would be great. Get yourself a website. That way you can do your email blast through your website. And then when you make those email blasts, people will come to your website. I have a website. If you ever get any of my email blasts, they come from my website for sure. So it's important. If you have a website, great. But if you don't, you can get that email blast platform somewhere else and you just pay for the month. Cell phones, definitely find a way to put everybody in a group chat. WhatsApp, it's a great tool when it comes to that. You can create broadcast list on WhatsApp. Not everybody use WhatsApp, unfortunately, but most of us Caribbean, African, and people that are overseas, we do use WhatsApp a lot. WhatsApp has this option in it where you can literally list every single person in your hometown, or that you know that goes to parties, or that you know that lives in the city. You can put them on a list, and then you can send them broadcasts whenever you have events, whenever you have any content, whenever you got any new songs, any new remixes, or you want to share some kind words with them. You just have everybody on a broadcast list, and then you send it there to them, and 1, 2, 3, your job is done. The next thing, I know I just talked about that a little bit, is a website. If you can have a website, great. If you're not making enough money right now to build a website, even greater. Don't worry about it. This is not for you. But if you want to open a website, there's Wix.com. Wix.com is your best friend. When you get on there, you get to replace everything with your own stuff. Your name, your logo. You can add whatever you want. You can remove whatever you want. Wix have it all lined up and ready for you. Now, they even have AI incorporated in it. So you can just tell the AI what you want, and then they'll build your website for you. Wix.com, go get your website.
Oh man, we approaching the end. Number 7, your mindset. Your mindset as a DJ is really, really important. Not just as a DJ, but as a person. But as a DJ is double important, because guess what? Nobody gives a flying F about you coming to the club with your relationship drama, with you not having enough money, or you hungry, or you getting upset on the highway because somebody cut you off. Nobody gives a flying F about you going through anything. Well, obviously, if you go to some crazy situation or some tragic stuff, we going to feel sympathy for you. Some people going to reach out. Some people going to, feel some type of way with you or for you, or whatever the case may be. And if you're going to something that crazy, you should be home. You should definitely prioritize yourself first and not really be in the club. So definitely understand that nobody gives a damn about what you're going through as a DJ when you show up to the club. In your real life, yeah, they do. If you suffering, you got something, yeah, they do. You might find a few people that do. But always remember, they don't give a damn. So when you're getting yourself in the club, get your mind right. Get your mindset right about your career, about your DJ, about the journey. Always get your mind right. That's why it's important to keep the right people around you. That's why it's important to have a support system. That's why it's important, if you don't have nobody around that is supporting you, that is good energy, that's why it's just stay alone. Just stay alone, especially if you know it's before a gig. Especially if you know it's in a week where you have a lot of gigs, multiple gigs. Like, limit the access that you have or that you are given to people when it comes to you. Especially when you gotta go deal with the club. Because getting to the club, you need to be in the right mind. You need to have the right energy. You need to be ready to go to get the party jumping. Playing music is not just come in and play the songs. It's energy. And I don't want to get spiritual in here, but it's really energy. Music is energy. Don't play with music. So if you show up to the club feeling like ish, or you feeling like you don't want to be there, or you thinking about what's going on at home, or you're not there. So guess what? You could play the right songs, people gonna vibe, but they're not gonna be there. The impact that you would be able to do, you're not gonna do that same impact. So leave your problem at home and protect yourself from bad mind people. Protect yourself from vampires, I call them. When you see the movie vampires really exist. Guess what? They don't suck blood. They suck energy. They will suck the energy out of you. Pause. The perverts don't even go there. Don't turn this into a meme neither.
Okay.
But yeah, they will suck the energy out of you. These vampires, these people that are like, I don't know, bad energy. So protect your energy so your mind can be right. When you're stepping into the club, you're stepping ready, you're stepping on time, you're stepping sharp, you're stepping ready to deliver your gift, your crates, your talents, and everything that you've been working and practicing at home. And you got the right energy to deliver it. So now the club is moving based off your energy. If your energy is low, the club energy is going to be low. If your energy is high, the club energy is going to be high. If your energy is good, you're going to be able to shift all the energies that's bad in the room. That's just how it goes. Light, once you turn the light on, all darkness is gone. So remember that. Be open to learn, not only from your mistakes, but be open to learn from other people's mistakes, and be open to just learn in general. You are here, if you are here watching this, you are open to learn. Even if you know half of the things that I was saying, even if you know everything to the T that I'm saying right now, but you still sit down and learning. Maybe you learning how I'm holding the mic. Maybe you learning how the camera is set up. Maybe you learning how I put this class together. Maybe you learning something. So if you know everything that I'm saying right now already, but maybe you needed a reminder, so now you open to learn again, congrats to you, because I'm the same way. I'm always open to learn. I'm always open to learn. So learn from your mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. That will save you a lot of time when you learn from other people's mistakes. That's why we have all these people around us. So we don't have to keep going to the same thing over and over. If so-and-so went to that club and you heard that club has bad rep when it comes to paying DJs and this and that. Now, I'm not telling you not to go because their experience may not be yours, but at least you know how to enter. You know what type of ground you enter in. So always be mindful and always be vigilant to pay attention and learn from other people's mistakes and learn from your own mistakes as well. The next one is do not compare yourself. A lot of us do that, not just DJs. A lot of us, all of us actually do that, compare ourselves. But don't compare yourself because you feeling behind or you feeling left out or you feeling you're not enough, and that's not the right mindset to have. You can compare yourself to evaluate yourself and to motivate yourself and to push yourself. You can look at somebody that's doing 10 and then you comparing yourself that's doing 5, and you learning from that person and you being motivated by that person that's doing 10 because you're doing 5, and you would want to learn how to do 10. But don't be comparing yourself as to like, oh, this person is doing 10, I'm doing 5, damn, look how Hall is doing, I'm never gonna be able to do that. Or man, they only booking the DJs that are doing 10 right now and I'm only doing 5. Like they're not gonna book me. They're not. No. That's the devil talking into your head. And don't listen. You have to be able to speak to yourself. You have to be able to say, okay, guess what? No. He's making 10. I appreciate him. Even if you feel like the little jealousy is coming out, like suppress that. Like fight it. Don't just let it grow and then now you become bitter, you become jealous, and you become so comparing yourself so much. Now you stop working on the things that you was working already. No, don't do that. Like, be happy for another DJ. Be encouraged by another DJ. Be positive when it comes to like stuff that is happening for another DJ, or stuff that is maybe not happening for you yet, but it's happening for him. And if that DJ is around you or in your radar or your friend or whatever the case may be, guess what? That's great for you. Because millionaires do not have broke people friend. Millionaires have millionaires friend. So, and millionaires always bringing people to become millionaires. They're always doing business with people so they can become millionaires too. So if you have a friend that, let's say for example, that got signed to a label. If you have a friend that's going on tour with an artist, if you have a friend that just got a residency in a big club, how he's getting big bucks, you should be happy. You should go support that friend. You should share his stuff. You should be happy for that friend, because if he's a real friend to you, he's gonna want the same thing for you. Now the problem is a lot of people get to those places and they're looking down on other people and they feel like they're superior now. They feel like you should either kiss their ass, or they feel like, they're not a friend no more. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about like if you have a real friend that is growing and that is making some big bucks, or that is making taking a step further in their career, it's your job to be happy for them. Don't compare yourself. Don't be like, oh yeah, they're probably just one spot and then he already took it. Like, no. One, the table turns all the time. The table always turns. And then two, if that's a real friend, he's gonna bring the ladder down for you to come up. It don't matter what you think it look like. It don't matter what they're going through. But if your friend becomes a millionaire, they probably going to help you out in a lot of things. So don't compare yourself. Embrace yourself and embrace your friends and learn from your friends and learn from any DJ that is making more than you. Compare yourself so you can elevate yourself. Don't compare yourself so you can judge yourself in a way, or to feel less of yourself. Don't do that. That is not great mindset. You need to have great mindset to be in this business for a long time and to make the right amount of money and to really bring your career and bring your light out to this world. Another thing that can help you clear your mind, stay positive, and be motivated every day, or be motivated most of the time at least. The gym. You need to go to the gym. Not to lose weight, not to gain weight, but working out, running, bicycle, whatever it is that you do, even if it's working out at home, I really would suggest to go to the gym, because it creates a different type of environment for your mind to release whatever it needs to release. So I would suggest to get to the gym. Find some type of workout activity. Work your body, your muscles. You need to work your muscles. That's another great way to have a good mind. Like me going to the gym, a lot of times people will be like, oh, you keep going to the gym, you'll be going at 3 a.m., you'll be going at 4 a.m. I'm like, yeah, because I know what it does to my mind. Like when you are stressing, when you are feeling overwhelmed about certain things, I'm over here like, hey, it is what it is, and I'm cool, and I'm not under the pressure, and I'm happy, I'm okay, my mood is lighter, like I'm feeling better. Like the gym will literally transform your mind. The gym is not only for muscles and your actual body. It works your mind. So that's definitely one thing about the mindset. To get the job done, or to keep going in as a DJ, especially right now, if you're a DJ that is DJing nonstop, your career is growing, you traveling, you DJing in this club, you have so many residencies and you get bookings left to right, you need to make time for yourself. I have not worked
on Monday, or it has changed. Let me rephrase. I have not worked 7 days in 3 years. I've worked 6 days. I've always kept that 1 day off for the past 3 years. I never used to be like that. So that's why I'm telling you, the difference between me keeping that 1 day off has changed my life and my career crazy compared to the days where I used to work 7 days a week, no days off. Because, when you're grinding, you need to get yourself there. Sometimes you become a workaholic and you can't stop, won't stop. You got to get there. But guess what? As you get in there, you growing for real, you moving, but you also going to lose some of that fire, and you also going to get your judgment clouded in a way, because now you're too busy working. All you see is work. I've always tell people this, especially for relationship, but now I can apply it into my DJ career, because sometimes you have to step outside the picture to really look at the picture. And sometimes you need to really take a step back to evaluate everything that's going on. So yeah, take some time off. Either don't work for that day, stay home, be selfish with your time, watch your favorite shows, eat your favorite food, spend time with your family, spend time with your favorite people. If you want to go somewhere, go do something. If you want to book a vacation, book a vacation. If you want to go watch a movie, go watch a movie. And you'll be surprised. Another thing that my good friend Compton have told me for years, and it took me a long time to really master that, is definitely go outside and do things that has nothing to do with DJing. I am a natural introvert. I have grown to become extrovert because of DJing. But for me to go outside and do other stuff, I never really was interested in that. It's not until this past 4 or 5 years of my life that I can say that I've really started to grow interest on going outside and doing other stuff. Because I feel like growing up, I've done so many things. Like right now, I feel like it's not the time. Like it's money time. Like it's go time. It's this, is that, and this, and that, and third. But you'll be surprised going outside and doing other things that is not related to DJ will give you some type of inspiration now to go back and DJ. You will meet certain people that you will never meet in the club. And these people going to either invest in your brand, become your business partners, or become your supporters. So that's one thing I myself is still mastering right now. Going out on my days off, or take some time to go do other stuff, to go out during the day and do other stuff. So definitely suggest to do that. That will really help you get your mind right and have the great mindset for the road. 2 more things before we close out the mindset chapter. The first thing is, I don't know if you're religious. I don't know if you're spiritual. I don't know if you believe in God. If you don't believe in God, I don't really care, because whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you are rooted in, whatever it is that is feeding your spirituality, I would say make time for that as well. Me personally, I don't know how anybody can be an entrepreneur or can wake up every day to do the things that they doing with all the stuff that's going on in the world and with all the uncertainty of tomorrow without having faith, without believing in God, or without believing in something, if I should say. Because to me, again, it don't really matter what you believe in. I just want you to believe in something, whatever it is that you believe. You really should be believing in God. Let me just clear the hair away right now. You should really believe in God. But if you don't, that's your choice. But whatever it is that you believe in, I hope they can carry you. I hope they can give you the wisdom, the peace, the joy, and the stability that you are looking for to continue to literally chase your dream, to continue when you wake up the next day and the whole neighborhood catch on fire for you to have the mindset to get up and continue to work and continue to chase your dream and continue to be a good person when so and so and so and so have done you wrong, have messed you up, have betrayed you and all of that stuff, for you to keep getting up, to keep going and have the right mindset about this stuff. I would have been on the news already. I would have been losing my mind already if it wasn't for God. So anybody that's doing it out here without God, wow. We need to have a conversation. I don't know how you do it, my G. We need to have a conversation for real. So that's the number one thing. And the second thing, or the last thing I should say, while we close out the chapter of mindset, is be grateful.
Be grateful. Okay? It don't matter where you're at in your career right now. It don't matter what you're doing right now. One thing I tell people is, no matter what you going through, things can always get worse. And no matter how great things are going right now, things can always get greater. There's no limit to greatness. And there's no limit to suffering. You could really suffer and you could really be great. So it don't matter where you're at right now, because if you're doing all of the things that we discussing right now, if you're doing all the things that you know that in your power to get yourself to a better place, then for sure, the only thing that is left of you to do is to be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for the work that you are putting in. Be grateful that you get to do some work. Be grateful that you get to wake up to even be able to chase something, to even be able to go to work, to even be able to mix, to even be able to DJ, to even be able to get a gig or something. And even if you're not getting any gig right now, just be grateful that you have the equipment at your house that you get to practice, because one day you're gonna start getting those bookings. So gratefulness is the way to attract more. So be grateful for where you are, and that's it. A great mindset is the fuel to all these 7 chapters that we just covered right now. You can do everything from number 1 to number 7. And when you get to number 8, if you don't do it, if you don't know how to have a great mindset in this world, if you don't know how to have a great mindset about your career, about your business, it's going to be 10 times harder, 100 times harder. Number 8, you have to be a visionary as a DJ. There's no way around it. You have to see certain things that's about to come. You have to be keeping up with the trend. You gotta see ahead of time. You can't just keep doing what Grandmaster Flash or Funkmaster Flex. Like, don't get me wrong, these are great DJs, amazing DJs in their time. If you look at Funk Flex right now, actually, he's one of the OGs that is still doing stuff that is current. So know this to the OGs. The OGs are OGs. You have to learn the OGs, but you got to learn the OGs so you can get the wisdom and get the things that you need to do for you to maneuver to find yourself. But while you finding yourself, the things that is going to take you to the next level, that's going to continue to take you higher, is by being a visionary, is by seeing what is needed before anybody else see what's needed, is by staying trending, not trying to do things just to stay trending, but see what's trending. Be a student of the game. Literally be a student of the game. See what's trending. Okay, cool. DJs are dancing now. Cool. DJs are doing videos on YouTube now. DJs are doing TikTok contents now. Okay, cool. How can I take that? How can I incorporate my style? How can I incorporate my gift, my DJ business into that arena and bring it in a way that is me? That is not what everybody else is doing out there. That is me. And the way for you to see it is like, okay, this DJ, you gotta learn the game. Once you learn the game, you see, okay, this DJ is doing that, this DJ is doing that. Okay, so that means this is probably going to be the next stuff that's going to be trending. This is probably going to be the next thing that's going to be the thing. And you're gonna know. Because like, for example, right now, one genre that has been taking the world on a chokehold is Amapiano. You don't need nobody to explain to you that Amapiano is going to be big. It's already big, but you don't need nobody to explain to you that Amapiano is going to be so much bigger in the future. Because you can see it. It's all over TikTok. It's all over Instagram. It's all over the parties. Everywhere in the world is doing Amapiano now. Like legit, you don't need nobody to tell you like this is one of the things that's going to be part of the future. AI is everywhere. I keep telling you guys about ChatGPT. I keep telling you guys about Canva that have AI. I keep telling you guys about all of these platforms that have AI. So we all know that. Look at the DJ software that are coming out. Look at the DJ controllers that are coming out. Like, you have to stay on top of all of these things so you can know what's going on, what's trending, what's coming out. Not just the song. Don't just focus on the music. Focus on the business aspect of things. Focus on where is the DJ business gonna be or is going. You may not really know, because none of us can say what's gonna happen tomorrow, but you may have an idea. You get what I mean? It's just like the stock market. You may not really know, but you may have an idea. You may, based off the way business is going, based off the way certain things are being built, because somebody's creating the wave, somebody's creating the direction for this. And if you can find that, you're going to be trending, you're going to be relevant, you're going to stay consistent, because a vision is more important than you just working. But yeah, absolutely be a visionary, be proactive, and learn what is going on right now. Chapter 9, very plain and simple. Consistency. You hear me? Consistency. If you're not consistent, it's like building a house with the left hand and destroying it with the right hand. I know it's hard. I know it's super hard, especially nowadays. We got so much responsibilities. Everything is so expensive. The world is going into like a chaos. We don't know what to this, what to that. Some of us are older. Some of us got responsibilities. Some of us are married. Some of us got kids. Some of us, got relationship drama. Some of us got to heal. Some of us got trauma. Some of us got messed up parents. Some of us got a messed up past. So many things. The list goes on and on as to what reason that could stop you from being consistent. But have you ever wondered what would happen on the other side of that? On the other side of not being consistent, have you ever wondered what would happen if I stay consistent at this one thing? You know what? If I can't get anything right, I'm going to learn how to be consistent at this one thing and see what happens. You got to start talking to yourself like that. You got to start asking yourself those type of questions, because I did. Not just online posting, can't stop, won't stop, no. Like, I had to create a whole strategy, a whole mechanism for me to be consistent to this thing. So it's going to require sacrifice. The first thing to be consistent, the first thing to help you be consistent is sacrifice. Once you get your priority right, you're going to know how to sacrifice. Because we saying, I don't have time. Oh, yeah, I was busy. Yeah, I fell asleep. Well, guess what? You love to sleep. Well, you know what it says. You love to sleep, you're going to die broke. Whoever don't like to sleep going to have plenty to eat. I didn't say it. It's written in the big book. So I'm saying this like, Not to say like you don't need sleep. You need to get your 8 hours of sleep or 7 hours, whatever you can get. But you need to be prioritizing your time and prioritizing your activities. Instead of going to this chick house, instead of going to this man house, instead of going to your sneaky link house, your booze house, instead of going to your homeboys, your homegirls, instead of playing video games, instead of being on the phone, gossiping and doing all that, like, use your time wisely. Create a schedule when it comes to stuff that you have to do. And I promise you, you're going to get it done. There's not a mistake why I have this. I'm a DJ and I have this. And I have this. My cell phone, my calendar. You need to create a schedule. Listen, nobody is going to come from the sky to drop on your lap and come make everything easy for you. That's the thing that they didn't teach us when we was young. They always make us believe in superheroes and Santa and so many other things that don't even exist. No superhero is going to come save you. You need a schedule, you need a plan, and you need to prioritize and schedule your time. So basically, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. All you need is a schedule and really start saying no. No, hey girl, like I love you. I would really like to be over there, but hey, I know for you, we're not doing the same thing. But me, I got a business over here that I'm trying to get to run. I got this investment that I gotta pay. I can't really spend that $30 on hookah right now because my nigga, I gotta invest it on my Instagram for ads. I can't really spend $100 on that sneaker right now because I gotta go pay that photographer for a photo shoot so I can have some dope pictures for my flyers. So literally, you can be consistent, and you're not gonna know until you actually try and actually schedule and make it a must for you to actually do those things. None of the people that became rich, unless you win the lottery or whatever, became rich or became successful. Let me not even say rich, because we're all rich already. None of the people that became successful with their talent, with their gift, became successful with it because they wasn't consistent. If everybody that made it was consistent with it, why would you not want to do that one thing that is the actual thing that will give it a chance to actually really succeed? So be consistent. Learn what it is that you need about yourself. You got to learn yourself, what it is that is stopping you from being consistent. How is your schedule? Look at your schedule, see how you can compartmentalize certain things in your schedule, remove certain things. If Monday you're doing this, if Tuesday you're doing this, like, you need a schedule, you need you need certain things to do. It's not a coincidence when you see people doing those things. Those things really work. And I didn't know that until I start applying it for myself. Like, a lot of people always ask me, oh man, when do you find time to do this? You don't sleep. When do you sleep? Yes, I sleep. I get my 7 hours, like, very often. People who been in the same house with me will tell you, this nigga can sleep. I sleep. But I also don't sleep all day without doing anything. When I get off the club, if I'm not sleepy, instead of watching a show, instead of watching something, I'm working. So instead of watching a show, instead of watching TV ain't got nothing for you unless it's your day off. Instagram ain't got nothing for you unless you learning, unless you trying to figure out what's going on for you can work and find ideas to work. You have to learn how to switch from being a consumer to a provider. Don't just be the person that's coming under the water and drink the water. Figure out how to pump it. Figure out how to turn the hose. Figure out how to make it work. Figure out how to
create another thing that I can give some water to. Like, as a matter of fact, bring your own water. Try to be the one that's distributing the water. Don't just come and collect. Don't just come and be passive. Don't just come and consume the contents. Don't just come and consuming TV and consuming this. You may have a hard day. You tired. I get it. Put a show on. I love watching shows. I don't think any of you guys can watch as many shows as I've watched in my lifetime. Like, I mean, I'm sure, like, if you're really lazy, then for sure. But it's not because I was lazy. It's because I'm always up, like people saying, even though I sleep, but I'm always up. And I used to work a lot back in the day. But I was still making stuff happen because I'm watching the show. The show's on the TV and I'm still working. So you can even do that. So a show is not that important for you to stop everything that you got to do just to watch the show. And then when you're done doing the show, watching the show, now you're too tired to do anything. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're cooking, play the show while you're cooking. If you editing some mix, edit the mix while you're cooking. If you're fixing your crates, fix the crates while you're watching the show. The show ain't going nowhere. But your career, on the other hand, in a fraction of a second can definitely disappear if you're not consistent. So be consistent, my friend. Be consistent.
Well.
We made it to the last chapter, my friend. And again, you are going to be a badass DJ if you apply all of these things. There's no secret to the game. There's only blueprints, there's only rules, and there's only structures. You follow them, good. You don't follow them, that's it. There's no secrets. And if there was any secrets, I just gave you all the secrets right now. The last thing, number 10, chapter 10 of the DJ Bible. Enjoy the journey. That's it. I could literally just close it right now. But enjoy the journey, for real. Enjoy it. Truly enjoy it. If you remember me from when I started until now, for this entire 20 years, from the time that I discovered DJ till me making this book and sharing my knowledge with you guys right now, I've always been grateful and enjoying the journey. From the time where I was getting no bookings, I grew up in Haiti. If you remember in the beginning, I said that. I grew up in Haiti where we had a balcony, right? When I had nobody coming, I had no bookings, no party. Guess what I used to do? I had 2 speakers. I put the 2 speakers on the balcony because the balcony was kind of like to the street, right? And people were walking by, passing by. I put the 2 speakers on the balcony and I'm on the balcony mixing. And when people are passing by, if they feel in the mix, they would either look or they would wave or they would dance a little bit. That was my enjoyment. And I'm talking about, I used to do this when I was probably 15, 14 years old. So I'm saying all this to say, enjoy the journey, because it's the same reaction for me. It's the same fulfillment for me, DJing for 10 people, for 100 people, for no people. Sometimes I DJ for myself in the house and I'm so happy. So when it comes to DJing, yes, I get it. That DJing for 10,000 people, 100,000 people, it's amazing. It's a great accomplishment. It's amazing. It's great. Nobody can take that fact away. But when you're a DJ that only appreciate doing that, and then now when you get in bookings where you got a DJ for 50 people, for example, or while you DJing for 50 people, before you can get to the 100,000 people, you just really not happy because your goal is like, oh, I gotta DJ that stadium. Oh, I don't wanna DJ this little nightclubs. I wanna DJ big stage like that. That's not where God have you. You don't believe in God, that's not where life have you. Life have you right now in a club. I'm not telling you to settle for it, to accept it, or to make it your world. You have to look at where you're going, focus on where you're going, but also in the meantime, they go hand to hand. Focus on where you're going and appreciate where you are right now, enjoying where you are right now. It's the same thing as being grateful. If you're not enjoying where you're at right now and you're so focused on where you're going and where you need to be, you're going to miss out on everything that you're going to meet right now that is going to be the key to take you to where you need to go. Because the stuff that's going to take you to the 100,000 people, or the people that's going to connect you, or the lesson that you need to learn to get to the 100,000 people, you're going to meet those stuff while you DJing for the 50 people. So enjoy the journey, man. You're making money. Some days you make money, some days you don't make money. Money comes, money go. Nightclubs, they own one time, and another time they get shut down. DJ controllers come and go. Don't kill yourself because you're not where you want to be yet. I promise you, if you're doing all these things that we talked about, I promise you, if you do all these things, all the 10 chapters, if you can practice them and be consistent and use them as a reminder, this is why I call this the DJ Bible. To me, the Bible is the manual to live a peaceful, joyful, and have a foundation on how to maneuver in life and to succeed in life with wisdom. So I didn't want to come here and tell you, hey, you mixed this turntable this, you mixed this that. No, I didn't want to tell you that. I wanted to tell you the real thing. Because to me, to be a successful DJ right now in 2025, it's really 20% talent and 80% business and 80% of everything that we just talk about right now. So talent is important. You need that talent. That's why the number one thing I talk about is how to mix, but you need to understand the business side of things. You need to understand all the other stuff that comes with being a DJ. And I want you to succeed, and I want to continue to grow higher. And for me, I couldn't just sit by and just watch every DJ just doing whatever and however and just be confused and not knowing what to do to take their career to the next level. Because you're going to be trending right now, but you're not always going to be trending. You're going to be getting some bookings in that club right now, but what's going to happen if that club shut down? The only way for you to be relevant, to be successful, to be a king, to be a queen, to be a OG, to be a trendsetter, to be a leader and not a follower in this business is by applying those 10 chapters. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. Appreciate you. DJ Magic Kenny on Instagram, DJ Magic Kenny on Facebook, DJ Magic Kenny on SoundCloud. Everywhere you go, just type DJ Magic Kenny. And then this guy right here is going to show up. And you're going to see all my work, all my music, all my mix. Appreciate you guys for watching all the way to the end. I had a great time sharing those information with you. And if you like it, share with a DJ, somebody you know that wants to become a DJ, somebody you know who's a DJ, somebody you see that is a good DJ, but maybe they're missing the business side of things. Send this video to them. Leave a comment if this video helped you on any kind of way, shape, form possible. And if you're going to go and apply those things, I want you to come back and write in the comment on how things has been going for you, how things have been changing for you. I want the comment section to be a DJ forum. I want the comment section to be a DJ group chat. We can all link up there. We can all talk about all the stuff that we just talked about right now. This is the beginning of something that's going to be great for all DJs. Let's get the informations out there. Let's get the momentum going and see you guys at the top, man.